The Megasus should have already been AEW Women's World Champion by now, but that's okay. That's okay because we're going to build her up. We're going to build a star. Let's talk about Megan Bayne. Soul, don't worry, I got you. Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. I am your host, as always, the king, Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne. Look, okay, she has been on a gigantic tear ever since she came here in AEW. She was dominating all types of women, all types of sizes ever since the beginning of the year. She's been wilding on all the AEW women. Now, her only losses were either via tag team match or to somebody by the name of Toni Storm, who, as we all know, has been one of the greatest AEW Women's World Champions of all time. Now, when it comes to Megan Bayne, though, she was being very, very heavily pushed around the time of Mariah May's removal, okay, or departure, whichever way you want to look at it. And pretty much, she was dominating many women and set her sights on Toni Storm, who she firmly beat in the middle of that ring, clean. So my thought process was, okay, maybe she's about to get put on the map. Well, that was not the case. So that leads us into the breakdown, phase 1. Okay. Listen, Megan Bayne pretty much has gone through many of trials, as you can say, because you would think after main eventing Dynamite, beating Toni Storm, doing these things, that's what that would lead to. But well, you got to AEW Dynasty, where she ended up losing to Toni Storm via a roll-up. Yes, or the small package, or the big package, as Toni Storm likes to call it. And then after that, she was just shoehorned into tag team matches with Penelope Ford. And they've just been tag teaming. They even tag teamed with FTR in a mixed tag team match as of recent. So she's just been tag teaming it up. They even threw her into the first ever inaugural women's tag team tournament for the tag team titles that they're creating. A lot of tag teams being stated right now, isn't there? But you get the point. You know, she hasn't had a chance to really spread her Pegasus wings and fly. So we're going to make sure she gets to that point. And how are we going to do that? Well, that leads us into the build-up, because this build-up is very easy. Okay, very simple, very clean build-up. Okay. Bam, look at that. You see that right there? You see that on your screen? Who is that? That's the Megasus, Megan Bayne, eye to eye with Marina Shafir, with Jon Moxley, with the look at that bright expression he's got going on, because he knows this pairing of Marina and Megan Bayne is just a dangerous pairing you don't want to mess with. Trust me. Okay, Nixon, is it Nixon Noel, or formerly known as what's the chick with the bad knees? Tegan Knox. Yeah, formerly known as Tegan Knox, and whatever her partner was. Yeah, they were firmly destroyed by Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir back on Collision, that Friday Night Collision that they had. So you already saw what these two could do just off that. Now, the main point here is this. For those who do not remember, okay, the Death Riders were planning on adding some new talent to their group. They were going to be adding Chris Statlander, because of course Wheeler Yuta pitched for it. He knew what Chris Statlander was capable of. They were friends before. He was like, hey, like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jon Moxley and the crew, they can elevate you. You know, they elevated me. They elevated Garcia. Look what they did for everybody. Like, join the Death Riders. And we thought the teases were happening with Chris Statlander possibly joining, but she turned them down, of course. Seeing this now, seeing what's going on now currently with our girl Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir, you could now take Chris Statlander's role and just pass it on to Megan Bayne. Because again, Marina Shafir, she don't, like, you know what I'm saying, she got her own, you know, thing going on over there in where she be at, Bloodsport and other places, and she be out here whooping people and whooping feet, going crazy. So when she's over here in Death Rider, she's just here to support the squad, and you know what I'm saying, and beat niggas up. That's all she here for, really. But if she can get some gold on the side, I guess, hey, she'll take the gold. So you could do two pathways here. All right, both lead the same way and the ending point. One pathway, we have Megan Bayne do what she was supposed to do in terms of Chris Statlander's role. We have her off Penelope Ford and join the Death Riders officially. Yes, she needs to get rid of the dead weight, which is this injured Penelope Ford. Now, I don't know how she would do it. Again, I don't know if you had to find a way to put some protection pad in that arm cast or do what the hell you got to do. But she has to like put this girl through a table, slam her on something. She got to do something to kill. She got to kill her off. You know, I don't care if you have to get a stunt double in to do it. Kill her off. That's what you need to do. After ending Penelope Ford, she needs to win this tag team tournament that they're in. Now that's the part where I say you can go down a different road but still lead the same way, you see. So in this tag team tournament that they're in, I have Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron reaching the finals, going up against Megan Bayne and Marina. In this scenario though, either person can win and it'll be fine. But if you do have Megan Bayne win and Marina Shafir win this, now Marina will put over to Moxley, to the rest of the squad, that hey, Megan Bayne, it's time to put her on the pedestal and get her that AEW World Title the same way we were going to help out Chris Statlander do that as well before. So that's what we do. We put them up against each other. We finally get again Megan Bayne versus Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's Title. And for those with a short-term memory loss, I can remind you very firmly that Megan Bayne, in all of the 2 times she's fought Chris Statlander, she's folded her in half both times. Yes, that's right. She took the current AEW Women's World Champion and folded her like a burrito. Twice. Back in February and back in March. So, of course, Megan Bayne has no fear for Chris Statlander at all. Why would she? Come on. Like, she had the girl completely pinned twice. So, this will be the one, 3 times the charm, you know, as they say. This will be the one that'll set the tone for our girl Megan Bayne and put her completely on the map, not only for the Death Riders, but as the true AEW Women's Champion that she rightfully deserved ever since she beat Toni Storm. Megan Bayne is now the star in this scenario, which leads us to the finish. Megan Bayne, throughout this pathway, building herself up through this tag team tournament, dominating, getting these tag team titles for Marina and for the Death Riders, will now be placed upon the pedestal that she deserves, going one-on-one with Chris Statlander and gaining the AEW Women's World Championship. But I'll tell you this right now, I'm spitting facts. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't act like I wouldn't like just spitting facts right now. All right. So put down in the comment section how you feel about Megan Bayne taking this next step and finally cementing herself as the Megasus, goddess of, I don't know what the hell the Megasus is, but the goddess of whatever, and putting herself on the map now, especially with joining the Death Riders. You know, that's a very key portion of this whole thing. You know, we gotta fully embrace the Death Riderisms. Yeah, that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. Yeah, this one was the easy one. This one was like right there. It's like this one's right there for Tony Khan. Like just hand her the keys to the kingdom and let her just fly. Don't need much. You don't. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. I will see y'all here next time in the MVP's Lounge. Who's the next star to build is the question. Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Damn! He ain't gonna be a
MVPs.